So you may have come up with the continued pattern for larger packages on your own. If we get enough small packages of size 10 to make a medium-sized package that's 10 packages of 10 marbles each, that's 100 marbles. If we were just talking in hand terms, that's both hands full of small packages which contain both hands full of marbles. And if we have, say, just enough marbles to make just one of these medium-sized packages, we could write that in this way. And if we have, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small packages, we could write that all together as 7 small packages, and then there's 6 stray marbles left over. And then dropping the package notation again, we just have 1, 6, 7, and we all know that the number furthest left is the biggest size package that we have, and the number furthest to the right is just the stray marbles that we have. If we happen to, there's 6 of them. If we happen to have this many marbles, well, it was just the right number of marbles such that we have two medium-sized packages with nothing left over. It means not enough marbles to make any small packages, not enough marbles even stray to sit around by themselves, just plain 2 medium packages. So we write the number 2, and then we need the 0, 0 to tell us, so that we can remember that the 2 represents the medium-sized packages, 0 small, and 0 stray marbles left over. If there was similar situation but with some left over, we still have 2 medium-sized packages. We still don't have enough to make any small-sized packages, so there's still 0 of those, but there is 7 stray marbles left over. Then we could write that, and we would write it as 207. Now in English two-handed system base 10, we would call that 207, because the medium-sized packages are hundreds. 10 tens is 100, and so 207. So in a lot of ways, this system is the same as the one-handed system that we used, except of course we're using 2 hands for our package size, and then we've dropped the package notation, and this numeral 0 has come to the rescue in a lot of ways, as it often does in mathematics. 0 either, as I've said, 0 either comes to the rescue or causes trouble. But 0 has come to the rescue so that I can write this number, and I can write this one, and they mean different things. This one means 3 of these medium-sized packages, 4 small-sized packages, and then 7 strays. This one, on the other hand, means, that's going in the other direction, means 7 strays, no small packages, 4 medium, and then 3 large. So we can write any amount that we want in this two-handed system, and we're just going to keep the smaller sized packages, like the stray marbles and the small packages, go this direction, and the more that we go in this direction to the left, the bigger the packages get. So in this way, 0 has come to the rescue for us so that we can describe any number, and no matter, we just fill in the slots. Here's a slot, 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 and we can fill in the slots going from bigger on the left to smaller on the right, or vice versa, smaller on the right to bigger on the left. And we can simply write in each slot how many of that sized packages we have, and 0 comes to the rescue in the case where our marbles happen to be just came out so that we don't have any in that particular package. We may have some marbles fit into a larger package and some stray marbles in a smaller package or just left to themselves, but 0 means we don't have any marbles of that particular package. And altogether we get our base 10 counting system, as it's commonly called. I like to call it here just the two-handed packaging system. How about that? The two-handed packaging system with Indo-Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the wonderful 0 that helps us come to the rescue and hold the place in our slots for us. Put that all together and we've got our common base 10 counting system that we use here. So in the Western world. Now we can answer this question before this. The number of marbles here in this illustration was the same that we used back here. So this is 176, and we had back here 176 marbles, and it's certainly easier to write 176, and it's certainly easier to say 176 than to draw all of these marbles, even nicely structured as they are. So that's what our two-handed packaging system and our symbolic numeral notation has been able to accomplish for us.